you will learn how to cook the great quesadilla, which, just like the sun, can brighten anyone's day. This is Julia and Jacques. Now, in order to make these delicious quesadillas, you need 4 things. First, your chicken.
Your chicken was roasted at 350 degrees for 45 minutes to get the perfect brown outside.
Next, you need your cheese.
Make sure your cheese comes from a farmer's market so you do not eat those bad TV dinners. We want quality ingredients.
Yes, we do. Next, you need your quesadilla, a very important part. And finally, you need the machine. This is our lean, mean, fat-producing grilling machine, perfect for your quesadillas.
Now, how do we begin, Julia?
So now you cut the chicken.
Julia Child wanted to be a female relief worker during World War II, but she couldn't because she was too tall and was rejected. So she was a secretary in Washington. Her husband, Paul, was a foreign service officer, and the two moved to Paris right after the war. However, Julia was a terrible cook, so she took cooking classes in France and developed her unique cooking style.
Now, after you cut it, now you've got to cut the chicken, but be very careful.
Now, Julia, you do not understand how to cut this chicken. Let me help you.
Now, Jacques, play nice.
You must cut on a very nice edge to get the perfect piece for the size of a quesadilla.
Let me try. Oh, I see what you mean now.
Now, Julia, while I cut the chicken, what is the next step in the quesadilla?
Well, you're going to take the quesadilla, like I said, one of the most important parts, and you're going to put some cheese on it.
Now, what type of cheese is that, Julia?
Oh, this is, I believe, provolone and mozzarella and cheddar. Am I missing something?
No, they are not the quality French cheeses like us, but it will have to do.
Whatever. So then, we're going to put the cheese on half of the quesadilla. So imagine a line, a dotted line, like you did in kindergarten when you cut on a line, and you're going to put cheese on this half of the quesadilla.
Julia Child reversed many gender stereotypes resulting from the materialism of the 1950s, where the perfect housewife was your classic woman, and she stayed at home and cooked all the time. Now, Julia was a career woman because she had a show, and she also loved to cook, and she showed that different types of women could cook.
And you want to spread this cheese out evenly, because if you don't, you're going to get some nasty, nasty clumps.
That looks like some very quality cheese on quesadilla, Julia.
It is. How's your chicken going?
The chicken is going great. Do you think I would need some more?
I think that is fine. If you could chop it up in a little bit smaller pieces. Let me move this out of your way. Now, when you put this cheese on the quesadilla, you want to be very careful that it doesn't spill out over the edge, but you do want to get it as close to the edge as possible. Because if you don't, you're going to have that awkward little inch or so where it's just the quesadilla on top of the quesadilla. Doesn't taste very good. So, now that I've put the cheese on correctly, and Jacques has cut up the chicken nicely, what we're going to do is layer the chicken on top of the cheese.
Now you want to make sure that your chicken is evenly distributed along the cheese, because you want to make sure in each bite you have a little bit of chicken but also cheese.
How about a lovely explanation? Now, once you've done putting the chicken on top of the cheese and the cheese on top of the quesadilla, you're going to fold it over in half. It doesn't have to be very precise, but as nice.
Now, Julia, it does have to be precise, because us French people like everything perfect.
Yes, you French people. So now, this machine has been heating up all of the while. What you're going to do is very carefully, because it's hot, you're going to open it and open it one more time. Now, make sure it's clean. You carefully, very carefully put the quesadilla in it. I'm going to have to go on a diagonal because it's a little bit large for this machine. You're going to close this quesadilla machine, or excuse me, this grilling machine, and you're going to wait a few minutes till it gets cooked.
Julia Child was an early advocate of using machines during cooking and helped use a technological revolution in the kitchen. She also had countertops engineered to be extra tall for her, showing that both women and men can use kitchens specially designed for them.
All right, looks like our time is up. Let's see what we have. Out. Oop. Oh, I'm sorry, Jacques. You're going to carefully, very carefully, because this is all very hard, machines get so hot nowadays, put this quesadilla onto your plate. We're going to move this mad machine. Oh, could you move this Jacques over there? I don't want to touch that.
You have to be very careful, Julia.
Not that way.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Jacques. Now, here comes the ultimate test, whether or not our quesadilla is worth eating.
Look how the cheese melts perfectly.
Ooh, looks
There's a
delightful.
gooey center.
Oh, it smells even better than it looks. Would you like to try the first piece, Jacques?
Yes, I would love to, Julia.
Go ahead.
Ah, perfect.
Let me see. I agree. Now, you can also cut up your quesadilla into fun shapes, like triangles and squares, but we're not going to do that now. It's another story. This is Julia Child. Bon appetit! We will be showing you how to cook quesadillas.
Smiling right now, or just
No,
like...
you're just frowning because you hate Julia Child.
You do?
Jacques said I love Julia.
You always fought with her about everything.
The skin, but a moist tender in the middle.
Never say moist. That's just not okay.
Now, your chicken was roasted at 350 degrees for 35 minutes. Alice, I actually wasn't gonna laugh that time. Shut up.
2, 3, action!
Julia
Wait, it was not the French chef. It's Julia and...
quesadillas, commonly mispronounced quesadillas. The elephant actions. Okay, we got some and my French colleague, Jacques Pepin.